Now, 11 at 11. Non-stop news and weather on 9 on your side.
The body of boxing champion Muhammad Ali is back in his hometown of Louisville. Tonight, you can see that plane touch down around 4 this afternoon from Phoenix. Louisville police were on board to escort the body. We'll have more on his passing in just a moment. But first, breaking news. A crash on 275 sends 2 women and a child to the hospital and shuts down the highway for hours. Here's a live look. 275, you can see the flashing lights here. That westbound traffic, still all lanes are blocked and everyone is being forced off at that Loveland Indian Hill exit. Now, right now, Roseanne Aragon, she has been on the scene all evening for us. She joins us from the latest from the scene. And Roseanne, what are they working on now?
Allie, Hamilton County deputies have shut down I-275 westbound for more than 2 hours to examine 2 mangled cars. This is the chilling scene deputies responded to around 7, a 2-car accident.
Upon arrival, it turned out that there was a vehicle that was mechanically disabled in the right-hand lane. Another vehicle was changing lanes and struck the rear end of that vehicle.
Deputies say this was the car which was on the shoulder, inside a woman and child. Witnesses told police they saw that woman get out of the car. That's when a woman driving this Volkswagen changed lanes and hit them, sending this car flying.
They're taking measurements to try to determine things like speed and what happened with the vehicle crash.
Meanwhile, I-275 westbound near exit 52 was shut down. All 3 involved in the accident were taken to the hospital. Deputies are now offering some advice for those who must pull over.
Stay in your car. The worst thing that you can do is get out of a car. At least inside the car, you have some kind of protection from oncoming traffic. If you're outside, it's just you.
Now, the 2 women and child were taken by ambulance to Bethesda North Hospital. Deputies say they all had non-life-threatening injuries. Reporting live, Roseanne Aragon, 9 on your side.
And of course, you saw there all lanes of 275 still closed. That's something that we'll be updating you on Good Morning Tri-State before you head out tomorrow morning. And now to our other big story tonight. Boxing legend Muhammad Ali passed away on Friday, a fighter to the very end. Over the weekend, thousands gathered in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky to pay their respects. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is there and has more on the champion's life.
On earth as it is in heaven.
From his childhood home in Louisville to the Hollywood Walk of Fame and around the world, tributes and memories of Muhammad Ali.
He just was a magnet for people's love and people's energy and people's concern and respect and admiration.
He was bigger than just a world boxing champion. He was a champion in life.
The champ's family sharing details of his final moments Friday in an Arizona hospital where the 74-year-old iconic athlete died of septic shock due to natural causes after a 30-year battle with Parkinson's disease. His daughter Hannah tweeting, "Dad did not go easily. His heart beating 30 minutes after his other organs failed. We all tried to stay strong and whispered in his ear, 'You can go now. We will be okay.'" Ali saying his goodbyes with a squeeze of the hand.
His spirit will always be with me. He hasn't gone. I will see you in heaven with God.
Ali's funeral set to be an elaborate public event, exactly the way he wanted it.
This entire service was his specific request.
On Friday, his remains will be carried through the streets of Louisville in a slow procession along Muhammad Ali Boulevard to his funeral, where comedian Billy Crystal, sportscaster Bryant Gumbel, and former President Bill Clinton
You couldn't decide, is this guy a boxer or a ballerina?
are expected to deliver eulogies, honoring the greatest.
And thousands of people are expected. For those who can't be here, the funeral will also be streamed live online, and the family will hold a private service here on Thursday. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Louisville.
Now, Muhammad Ali was much more than just a boxing legend. Tonight, local leaders are remembering him for the impact that he made on the other side of the ropes.
There was a buzz in the community that there was a special guest coming.
A prominent member of the Nation of Islam.
His presence was immense. I mean, you could tell that he really wanted to be here.
Muhammad Ali accepted an invitation for the inauguration of the Islamic Center in Westchester. There he sat along international ambassadors and dignitaries.
He was very warm, he was very gentle. He had these beautiful pamphlets with him, and it's all, basically said is that Allah is one. God is one. And so his message very clearly was that of bringing people together of unity, of respect.
Local leaders say Ali inspired people through those beliefs.
He's an American icon. He happens to be Muslim. He was very committed to his faith, but he's an American icon.
Equally committed to his faith was his pursuance of freedom and equality.
You would ask me if he's had a tremendous impact upon the civil rights movement. I would say most assuredly.
Just 2 days after winning the World Heavyweight Championship, he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
I'm going to change my name because it's a slave name. That's significant.
In 1966, Ali openly refused to be drafted, risking it all to fight for his beliefs. He was temporarily banned from boxing and originally sentenced to 5 years behind bars.
Was willing to forego fame, fortune, and freedom. All three were at stake.
He stood by his convictions, empowering others to be free.
People in the communities would listen to this and hear him take this stand and realize the position he was taking because he believed in it, and that would make them more free.
And we're also getting a look at just how many people's lives Muhammad Ali touched as thousands did gather in his hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. 9 on your side, Scott Wagner is there tonight with more.
Muhammad Ali's remains have been brought here to the A.D. Porter and Sons Funeral Home to be prepared for his services on Friday. While that happens, residents of Louisville are embracing his hometown legacy. The Ali faithful gathered at his boyhood home to honor the brash young man many say changed their lives forever.
As a Louisvillian, he has been my hometown hero, someone that from a child up to now I've always looked up to and admired.
Many knew him personally from the neighborhood.
He and I went to Central High School together.
Right here, that's Muhammad Ali, when he first wrote his first book. That's me.
Daisy Mitchell doesn't remember anyone taking this picture, but as a teenager, she sure remembers the champ.
I put it all in one word, love.
Over at the Muhammad Ali Center downtown, tributes continue to grow as residents reflect on the impact of his life and the irony of a world heavyweight boxer preaching peace.
We done lost the greatest. What can we do? Can't do nothing but celebrate.
You see people from all over the place, all different walks of life, all faiths and different backgrounds, and just promoting peace and understanding.
And Marcelina Stiles says Ali's confidence gave her the keys to her own life.
It shaped me to believe that I could do anything that I wanted to do. When he said, I'm pretty, I'm bad, I'm pretty. I mean, he believed it. I mean, and that's how I feel.
Scott Wagner, 9 on your side, Louisville.
And as we said before, the public funeral will take place this Friday there in Louisville at the KFC Yum Center. Former President Bill Clinton and comedian Billy Crystal will both deliver eulogies. It is going to be an all-day affair that will also include a procession through the downtown area. And of course, you can stay with 9 on your side for continuing coverage of the life and death of Muhammad Ali. We'll have much more tomorrow morning on 9 on your side with Good Morning Tri-State and of course followed by Good Morning America. And 9 on your side will be there live for the funeral on Friday. Our coverage continues on WCPO.com as well as our mobile and tablet apps. And turning now to weather. I mean, it's hot out there, but the rain looks like it's in our forecast. Steve, maybe a hint of it tomorrow?
Yeah, we've got a shot of it, Allie, the way things are looking. We've got a whole roller coaster ride as we may very well see the hottest temperatures this year. And we've got a new tropical storm to tell you about as well, Allie.
All right, Steve, tomorrow 9 on your side is expecting to hear from Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters about the child that fell into the gorilla enclosure more than a week ago. You remember that 3-year-old. He climbed over the barrier, fell 15 feet into the cage of the endangered silverback gorilla Harambe. Now, the zoo shot and killed the gorilla in order to protect the child. Dieters is expected to present his findings on if the family of that child will face any charges. Should Prosecutor Dieters hold a press conference, we will have that live here on 9 on your side. That is scheduled for 1 o'clock right now. We'll also be streaming that online at WCPO.com. And bettering a community, how one local group plans to clean up their neighborhood's act, one father at a time. And treasure or fool's gold, 9 on your side has tips on what to look for at garage sales so you don't waste your money.
You're watching 9 on your side at 11.
Building better fathers to build a better community. That's the goal of the Talbert House's Nurturing Father classes. It's about helping men hone their skills and become better dads. Now, the 10-week program works with small groups, working from the premise that all men want to father well, but sometimes barriers of employment or experience or relationships get in the way.
And really get fathers back to the root and really get them more involved with their kids. We believe if we can knock down some of these barriers, we can really help fathers move towards becoming nurturing fathers.
The Talbert House is hosting a free fatherhood community celebration on Father's Day at Sawyer Point. You can read more from digital reporter Lucy May about the event and the Fatherhood Project right now. That's on WCPO.com.
Can I just jump in? I was at the luncheon this week.
Were you?
Where Brad Wallace was named Father of the Year, and boy, it was an inspiring day. It really was.
That's really incredible, and that's something that Lucy May follows for us on there.
Yeah, it was really nice.
You can read a little bit more. Steve, you're talking 90.
Yeah, we're talking about some hot weather here.
Heat
Yeah,
coming.
all of a sudden, summer's back again with a vengeance, Allie. Let me show you what's up here as we go forward. The bottom line is, Allie, some hot weather toward the end of this period.
Hot weather means pool season, and it's also yard sale season. But how do you know whether you're getting a deal of a lifetime or buying fool's gold? Well, not on your sides. John Matarese has some tips for the next time you go to a garage sale so that you don't waste your money.
This is the time of year many of us throw a yard sale to clear out our junk. It's also the time of year we shop those garage and yard sales hoping to score a bargain. But some finds are no bargain at all.
We all dream of a great garage sale find, like an old silver tea set or a vintage oil lamp for just a couple of bucks.
You can always make me an offer.
But Reader's Digest magazine says beware. Some of the deals you find on your neighbor's driveway could jeopardize your family's safety. And it's released a list of things to never buy at a garage sale. Among them, bicycle helmets, child car seats, and tires. In all three cases, they could be damaged and unsafe. Beds. Think bed bugs. Cribs, too many have been recalled. Shoes, health and poor fitting issues. Hats, because no one washes hats. And swimsuits, because that's like buying used underwear. And from the Doesn't That Stink file, 2 electronics items to avoid at yard sales. Laptop computers, unless it's almost free. All old laptops have been banged up or dropped. When it won't work, you'll say, doesn't that stink? And plasma TVs. Unless it's a giveaway, fixing one can cost more than buying a new one.
Bottom line, if it's a safety-related item, don't buy it used, period. Think of it like buying the used seatbelt out of a wrecked car. This is one time where paying for quality pays off, and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese, 9 on your side.
All right, coming up, Ken Brew is in tonight with the latest in sports. The Reds look to extend their winning streak, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, they now have a giant headache, and it's not just confined to one player. Sports is next.